Yo, what's going on, guys? Alex7 here, and we have 8 4K test drive unlimited solo crown screenshots that we're going to go in detail about, showing you where I think it's going to be on Hong Kong Island, all of the cars that are teased in each screenshot, as well as my thoughts and opinions on what I'd want to see improved before release. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. And by the way, no guys, I'm not paid, believe it or not. This is just me being a fan of the TD series and just giving you my honest thoughts. So up on the screen, of course, none other, we have the Ford Mustang GT, which is actually the first generation. Now, first impressions, bro, guys, this screenshot looks incredible. In all honesty, the KT engine, as I've said in my previous video, is on steroids. They've changed it immensely from what I last seen in WRC generations and even the previous TDSC screenshots that we've gotten. I think the lighting has improved immensely, and even the modeling looks pretty good as well. I think someone did mention they want to see better anti-aliasing, but apart from that, so far so good. And the reflections, which by the way guys, this is not ray tracing, but Kiloton's engine research and design team worked a lot and has made an amazing job on the reflections, lighting and renders already. So it does look pretty close to ray tracing, but no, it's not actually ray tracing. Now in the background, of course, you have the C1 Corvette here, and you also have another muscle car. In all honesty guys, every muscle car has the damn same front end and rear end in my opinion, so it's kind of hard. It could be the Pontiac GTO, it could also be the Camaro, it could also be another Mustang. I honestly don't know, and it's too blurry to even tell, but let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Moving on though, you guys can see, who can forget the little car in the far right corner right here? That is the Citroen 2CV, which you guys may remember as one of the wrecked vehicles in Test Drive Unlimited 2 up on the screen. I mean, it's very nice to see this very slow car return in the game, and I cannot wait to actually drive this around going like what, 40 kilometers an hour around Hong Kong Island. Anyways, moving on though, it does say Central District, which just to show you where this is on Hong Kong Island. As you guys can see, this is obviously on Google Earth, but Central Hong Kong Island is right here. So somewhere in this area, you guys are probably going to be seeing the classic car dealership. And the thing is, the fact that we have these names, it's kind of easy to remember and go to the location in real life, which by the way was actually mentioned in the recent newsletter. They did say that these dealerships would be in their real locations. So this dealership in Wan Chi, it's going to be in Wan Chi. If there's a dealership in Victoria Harbour, it's going to be there. If there's a dealership all the way over by South Bay, there's going to be a dealership all the way by South Bay Beach. I cannot wait guys, so far so good, really excited. Let's move on to the other screenshot we have. Okay, so this is the AC Cobra 427, most likely in the same classic dealership that we saw before. I mean, it definitely has the same vibe, so I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't. Now, the one thing I do want to mention is I do think the AC Cobra might need slightly more work on the model. I was kind of really comparing it to IRL. However, this could be a different version because even the front grille is different, so I could be wrong. But apart from the model not looking like an exact 100% replica, it looks stunning under the lighting scheme that KT has had here. And you've got the carbon fiber guys, the rims look nice, the reflections, the headlights honestly look really good as well. It's in all honesty, it's crazy to play WC Generations and see this and be like, is this really the KT engine they're running on here, man? They've done an incredible job to keep up with the competition. Now moving on though, we got none other than the Porsche 911R, which believe it or not is in one other game, and that game being Assetto Corsa. So that being said, what I did love about Test Drive Unlimited 2 and even Test Drive Unlimited 1's car list was the fact that these vehicles you don't see in any other racing game, and in Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown it seems that is no exception. Now you do have this random guy standing here in a shirt. I want to assume that this is probably the guy that does your purchasing of the vehicles, or maybe he's just a security guy, I don't even know. But yeah, the Porsche 911R in another car dealership. Now moving on to the other screenshot, we got the Porsche 918 Spider, the beautiful hybrid, the holy trinity. You guys can see again the reflections, it looks great. I cannot wait to play this game, man. It looks really good so far, guys. There is this little stand here, which I would want to assume is probably where you open up your vehicle specs or we actually go to purchase the vehicle. Nonetheless though, really sick, very happy that KT has done this, man. So let's move on to the next screenshot. Now this one, we have a lot to talk about, man. This looks crazy. As you guys can see, we have first off what looks to be the Solo Crown showroom. Now this is most likely another dealership. As you guys can see, we've got confirmation of the SLK 55 AMG, and you also have the BMW i8, and you also have the second gen Audi R8. So those are three vehicles. Of course, this is a Spider, and as you guys are aware, we are going to be able to control the roof of our vehicles, most likely while driving, unlike Forza Horizon 5. But this looks great, guys. You also have the character standing here, the reflections. It looks stunning. Really excited to see what this looks like in game. Now there is something here that honestly, guys, I could not tell you what on earth this actually is. It looks like a poster. It could be another vehicle in yellow that's there. I honestly am very uncertain of what it is, but nonetheless, I'll let you guys discuss that in the comment section below. Another thing I want to point out, hairstyles. I think we're actually gonna have a lot of different hairstyles in this game compared to previous test drive games. Very happy to hear that. I was kind of tired of having my either big afro or small afro, in all honesty. Anyways, moving on though, we got what is inside of the workshop area. And if you haven't learned already, I'm going to go more in detail about workshops and dealerships and how they are going to be compared to previous Test Drive Unlimited 2 games. But so far, you have the Apollo IE inside of this area, which says A1. Very key to remember this because we had A1 classes in Test Drive Unlimited 2. Again, just skipping over my first impressions of the screenshot, showing you guys some beautiful things. This right here, believe it or not, is actually the W Motors Fenner Super Sport. I've actually just about missed the one word in my last video. The Super Sport makes a difference, and that is the vehicle that we have here. Moving on though, as I said previously, you also have the Nissan 370Z in this tuning shop as well. You got some nice stairs here, the A2 as well. So again, vehicle classes are most likely going to be similar to Test Drive Unlimited 2, and I cannot wait for that because I honestly loved it. Moving on, that is the screenshot we have here. We also have this beautiful screenshot, and if we zoom in on the details, guys, look at that carbon, the screws, the wheels. It looks incredible, man. Honestly, I cannot wait for this. You can see again, this is also still in the same area though, and you do have the big poster behind it. I honestly, guys, I cannot wait to see what this looks like in game. All of the areas architecturally, personally, I'm loving. And no, I'm not paid to say this. But moving on, we also got the final screenshot. Now I want to mention there's two screenshots that I'm in love with. First off, this screenshot, personally love it, in love with it. This one, and also I should probably move over, it looks also pretty damn good as well, right? And last but not least, guys, this screenshot screams insanity. Now, if you've seen the last night picture of what Test Drive Unlimited Slow Crown looked like, I'll show it up on screen right now. I mean, guys, take a look at the difference between the lighting of the two. You guys can see even the lampposts are different. It looks completely different, and I'm really excited that they've made this much progress. And just honestly, like, don't get me wrong, yes, from May is what WC generations look like from the beta stage, but this version of KT Engine is impressive, man. And of course, can't wait to see what they have in store for us later on this year. But so far, looking good. You do have a traffic car here. Again, no sign of pedestrians or traffic yet, but I do hope KT are still planning that because it will help the island look a lot more alive. Especially when you consider the fact that Need for Speed Unbound has pedestrians and the Crew Motorfest, unsure about, but the Crew 2 did also have pedestrians. Although traffic, I mean, there's no brainer. We're most likely going to see that in TDUSC. But let me know what you guys think about all of the screenshots in the comment section below. Again, personally in love with every single one, guys, and I cannot wait to see more. And don't forget, every month we're going to be getting news about Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown. And if you missed my previous video, I highly recommend you check it out on this side of the screen over here, guys, if you want to learn more about what the letter actually entailed. And don't forget, I will have another video tomorrow going in full detail about the dealerships and workshops and how they stacked up against the previous test drive games. Has KT actually stuck to the DNA? Some of you guys said no, but I think they did, and I'm gonna make this video to show you that they did. Other than that, you already know it is. I'm Log7, and I'll see you guys on the video. Peace.